The Diary of Samuel Pepys, 12th of January, 1661. With Colonel Slingsby and a friend of his, Major Waters, a deft and most amorous, melancholy gentleman, who is under a despair in love, as the Colonel told me, which makes him bad company, though a most good-natured man. By water to Redriff, and so on foot to Deptford, our servants by water, where we fell to choosing 4 captains to command the guards, and choosing the places where to keep them, and other things in order thereunto. We dined at the Globe, having our messenger with us to take care for us. Never till now did I see the great authority of my place, all the captains of the fleet coming cap in hand to us. Having stayed very late there talking with the Colonel, I went home with Mr. Davis, storekeeper, whose wife is ill, and so I could not see her, and was there most prince-like lodged, with so much respect and honour that I was a loss how to behave myself. The 13th of January, 1661. In the morning we all went to church and sat in the pew belonging to us, where a cold sermon of a young man that never had preached before. Here Commissioner came with his wife and daughters, the eldest being his wife's daughter, is a very comely black woman. So to the Globe to dinner, and then with Commissioner Pett to his lodgings there, which he hath for the present while he is building the King's yacht, which will be a pretty thing and much beyond the Dutchman's. And from thence with him and his wife and daughter-in-law by coach to Greenwich Church, where a good sermon, a fine church, and a great company of handsome women. After sermon to Deptford again, where at the Commissioner's and the Globe we stayed long, and so I to Mr. Davis's to bed again. But no sooner in bed but we had an alarm, and so we rose, and the comptroller comes into the yard to us, and seamen of all the ships present repair to us, and there we armed with every one a handpike, with which they were as fierce as could be. At last we hear that it was only 5 or 6 men that did ride through the guard in the town without stopping to the guard that was there, and some say shot at them. But all being quiet there, we caused the seamen to go on board again, and so we all to bed, after I had sat a while with Mr. Davis in his study, which is filled with good books, and some very good song books. I likewise to bed. The 14th of January, 1661. The arms being come this morning from the Tower, we caused them to be distributed. I spent much time walking with Lieutenant Lambert, walking up and down the yards, who did give me much light into things there, and so went along with me and dined with us. After dinner, Mrs. Pett, her husband, being gone this morning with Sir William Batten to Chatham, lent us her coach, and carried us to Woolwich, where we did also dispose of the arms there and settle the guards. So to Mr. Pett's the shipwright, and there supped, where he did treat us very handsomely, and strange it is to see what neat houses all the officers of the King's yards have. His wife a proper woman, and has been handsome, and yet has a very pretty hand. Thence I with Mr. Ackworth to his house, where he has a very pretty house, and a very proper lovely woman to his wife, who both sat with me in my chamber, and they being gone, I went to bed, which was also most neat and fine.